Okay, so let's take a look at Peggy's video, shall we?
Hey friends, Peggy Hall here. It is Wednesday and it is September 16th, I believe. And listen, this is for my friend Jeremy. Jeremy is a great American. He is one of the healthy Americans and he is running the Great 48
Good for you, Jeremy. Keep up the good work.
in Arizona. And I just saw a live video where he had the cops called on him after he got his coffee at a coffee shop. And I just need to say this. If I hear this phrase one more time, I literally am going to blow my lid. I am really going to lose my temper. Now, this is for law enforcement. Listen, there's no such thing for you to say, this is a private business. Well, it's a private business. It's a private business. They can do what they want. You're trespassing. They have the right to refuse you service. No, they don't. No, they don't. Repeat after me. No, they don't. Okay.
Okay, first of all, I have friends. Matter of fact, I have family who owns a private business. I have friends next door who own a convenience store. I know people who own lock shops, who own hardware stores, who own all kinds of things. And yes, that most certainly is true. They can deny service to anybody at any time for any reason. Maybe the guy was just being a jerk, or in this case, and I haven't made it this far into the video yet, but in this case, I'm willing to bet the guy wouldn't put on a mask. How much you want to bet? Let's carry on.
Kate, I've been a teacher for 30 years. I have a lot of patience, but I'm running out of patience. Listen, listen, all of you people. If this coffee shop is open and it's on a street corner in Arizona, it's open to the public. It's a
Exactly. It's open to the public. The public can come in, but that doesn't give the public some kind of right to just overtake a business and just do whatever the heck they want to do. If a business has rules, you got to follow those rules. And right now, we all know the rules. I don't need to talk about it. We all know what's going on in the world lately. Come on, lady.
place of public accommodation. You and I and anybody, including those policemen, we have something called an irrevocable license. License means privilege. The fact that this coffee shop opened
Irrevocable license. That's great. Yeah. Let's see let's see how fast they revoke your license if you get caught with a DUI or something. Yeah, I'm not a law professional, but I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
their doors, that they immediately extended to anyone, including somebody in a wheelchair. They can't tell. Imagine if Jeremy was in a wheelchair and these cops had said they can refuse you service. Oh really? Oh really? Okay, my brother-in-law was in a wheelchair for 12 years. It was very cumbersome, and yes, how is a wheelchair any less dangerous than a healthy person walking around? Okay, the wheelchair takes up room.
Okay. We're not talking about wheelchairs here. Let's be honest. We're not talking about wheelchairs. And we're not going to talk about what if. Yeah, well, what if Jeremy had a tail too? Oh, woohoo. Big deal. The thing is that you got to follow these rules, man. I don't know how many times this has to be said, by I don't know how many people. This is just crazy.
You have to hold the door, it makes a noise, it might scare children and animals, it could run over somebody's foot. A person being in a wheelchair, in my opinion, carries more risk than a healthy American walking around without a mask on. Okay, well, so if you're going to sneeze, you're not going to sneeze on somebody, you're going to have a tissue. The point is this, and And I know there are thousands of you healthy Americans. Would you do me a favor today?
Yeah, you thousands of healthy Americans that want to walk into stores and cough all over things and rub your face and just to prove a point. Good for you, you healthy Americans.
Would you reach out to any law enforcement you know, anybody who's married to law enforcement, ex law enforcement? Make a call to your sheriff's department. Call your police chief of every.
Yeah, yeah, please don't do that. They don't need to be bothered with this nonsense. Let the police do what they do. Let the police handle the real criminals of the world, please.
City around you. And would you just make this simple statement for these police to stop saying it's a private business and they can refuse service? No, they can't.
Yes, they can. They most certainly can.
No, they can't. No, they can't. That would be like refusing service to somebody because of their skin color, their age, if they were obese, if they were in a wheelchair.
Okay, stop you right there. That equates to none of those things. Right now, we are in the middle of the worst medical, well, for the lack of a better term, pandemic that we've seen in over 100 years. So, yes, we've got to be careful. We've got to put our masks on. We've got to be safe around other people. We've got to keep our distance. I don't understand why this is so hard to get. None of this equates to wheelchairs or handicapped people or any. I'm not sure what she's trying to get at here.
No, they can't. That is the definition of discrimination. God knows why we even have to have laws about discrimination. You would think it is common.
Okay, discrimination. Yes, if somebody comes in to my family's lock shop and the owner says, you have to leave because I don't like the way you look, that's discrimination. However, if a person comes in, I don't care if they're black, white, purple, green, in a wheelchair, or on a wooden peg leg, if they're not wearing a mask, they're going to be asked to leave. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, calm down, Karen.
Sense. Yes, I am ranting today. I'm ranting today. I'm in between interviews and I could not wait to rant on this disgustingly sickening and despicable and arrogant and ignorant.
Arrogant and ignorant. Oh, that's a pot and kettle situation if I've never seen one.
Ignorant law enforcement. Ignorant law enforcement. You're ignorant. You're supposed to be upholding the law. You are ignorant and you are incompetent. You are incompetent. And you police chiefs, I hold you responsible for not training your staff. Your
Train them for what? What 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 kind of training would would you recommend for these men to have for these kind of situations? It's pretty simple. If you don't wear a face covering, you can't go into an establishment. I don't care what it is.
sending them out there to say a store can refuse service. No, they can't. There is no evidence of trespass. What is trespassing?
Trespassing. Now, this is something I do know because I grew up in the country, so we dealt with blah, blah, blah. We dealt with trespassing a lot. Now, to be a trespasser, one, there has to be a sign posted on the property saying no trespassing. Two, you have to be caught by the owner of the property that you're trespassing on. I know that, okay, that might be a little vague, but you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm trying to say. this, what she's talking about, that's just that's nonsense. What is that?
If your doors are open, anyone can walk in, whether they have money or not, whether they want to buy anything or not, even whether they want to do business or not. They are
Nobody's debating that part. Nobody's debating that part.
not trespassing. They are trespassing only if they go with evil intent. If they're going to go in and disrupt the peace. My friend Jeremy was not disrupting the peace. He paid for his coffee and he sat there like everyone else without a mask on. But because he
And there it is, without a mask on. Who would have thunk it?
paid for the coffee without a mask, these ignorant and arrogant owners of the coffee shop, which, by the way, I wish I knew the name of the coffee shop because I would tell everyone not to go there.
Oh yeah, let's dox a small business and potentially destroy their family's line of income. Yeah, that's being a really good, healthy American there, Peggy.
Now, listen, yesterday I sent out an email with a handout to educate the businesses. To educate the businesses to tell them they're not breaking the law by not making you wear a mask. In fact, they're breaking the law by making you wear a mask. I don't know how much more clear to be here, friends. My
Wrong.
gosh, I've been doing this for 5, 6 months. These
5, 6 months. Hey, you know what I've also been doing for 5 or 6 months? Trying to learn computer software. You know how far I've gotten in that? I've gotten nowhere. I still don't even know how to operate my editor. 5, 6 months. Get that out of here with that.
businesses still can't get it through their brains that there's no law for a mask. I mean, I'm making a t-shirt that says there's no law for a mask. Just wear it. And the t-shirt says show me the law. Actually, the t-shirt's already there. It says show me the law. It's at Teespring if you want it.
Yeah, don't buy that shirt. Don't. If I see anybody wearing that shirt, I just might throw an egg at you.
Show me the law. Show me the law. Show me the law. Hey, officer, this is what you say, friends. When the officer comes up, you say these words. Where is the evidence of trespass? That's the magic phrase. Where is the evidence of trespass?
Well, the evidence of trespass would be you're on a property when you've been asked to leave by its owner. That's it. It's as simple as that. There's your evidence of trespass. He re- went into this coffee shop, refused to wear a mask, and yeah, maybe he got through the line and paid for his coffee just because some, you know, person was just let it slide because they're nice or whatever.
And you need two witnesses that witnessed you trespassing. Somebody calling on the phone and calling the cops that there's no evidence of a trespass.
Okay, yeah. The two witnesses there would be the trespasser and the owner of the company. Those are your two witnesses. That's all you need. I don't get what this lady's banging on about. She is all fired up over nothing, and so I'm pretty sure you guys get the point um, of this whole rant she's on. So so what I'm going to do is I don't even know because I lost my train of thought right there. Damn it. Okay, so I think you guys get the point of what that whole thing was about. Um, so I would just ask you, when you go out, until all this is fixed, please just cover your face up. Think about the other people. It's not just about you. It's not about you and having to. For instance, I heard another woman say the other day that she couldn't wear a mask because it makes her sick to breathe hot air. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Um, it this is just selfish, entitled, spoon-fed people who think that they're the only ones that matter and that nobody else does. Pretty much, it's only about what they want and what they need and what they think is right. No, see, that's not what all this is about. All this is about us all trying to work together to try to knock this thing out. Cover your face up, people. When you go to the store or you go to the gas station or you go wherever, keep your distance. Don't talk to people. Don't touch too many things. Sanitize your hands, wash your hands, all that good stuff, you know? Um, so all that being said, I'm at a little over 15 minutes now. So this is my first video. This is my first try. I know it's probably going to be terrible. Um, it's probably going to be awkward. It's probably going to be a little weird, especially for me, being as this is the first time I have ever sat myself in front of a camera and decided to talk into it. Um, but all that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful night and a good week coming up. And I'll be back around hopefully. I've got some things. I've been talking to some other people, and I'm hopefully working on some things where I can kind of jump in and maybe start talking with others because that's a little more my forte. I like talking with other people. I like debate, not really debating, but I just like good, intelligent conversation. So, um, if you're interested in taking that ride with me, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you're so compelled, and I will see you next time. This is Frank being Frank. Have a good one.